For the 100% cheapest coins on the internet with reliable delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Salsa family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 21 video on the channel, and in today's video we're going to go over how to make some free training in about 10 minutes. Now in this video we're going to make ourselves about 15,000 training for free in about 10 minutes. As you guys may or may not know, new power-up expansion cards are in the game, so training is at a premium right now because of these players. And the most notable one of these power-up expansion cards is going to be Shane Leckler. Shane Leckler can now get you to a full 99 overall team. He was power-up expanded up to a 99 overall card with incredible stats for a punter, but most importantly, he is the final piece to the puzzle and the way to get your team up to a 99. Now, before I show you guys what we're going to talk about in today's video, as you may or may not have noticed, we got a new microphone, boys. Let me know what you guys think about it down below in the comment section. It's a pretty pricey setup, but I'm excited with it. I'm still tweaking with some of the settings, but hopefully it does sound a little bit better, and it does look pretty cool in the shot in my opinion. And I spent way too much money. One like equals one prayer for the bank account. Alright, so let's get into this video, boys, and we're going to be talking about something that you guys may or may not know, but you probably forgot about, and you might actually not yet know about. Now, we're hopping out of mud, and we are going over to our favorite way to make some free training, Superstar KO. Now, in case you guys didn't know, in Superstar KO, every couple of weeks, I believe it is, there's a new mission in here which gets updated with a new player you can earn in Madden Ultimate Team for simply completing a goal. Now, the goal for this week is to get 1,000 offensive yards, and you're going to get yourself a 95 overall Superstar KO Saquon Barkley. Now, in my comment section, someone said this card was quick selling for 12k, which would make sense. That's the same ratio with some of the other cards we've gotten from Superstar KO. So I'm going to play a couple of games right here, and we'll try and get these offensive yards. Now, there's no real strategy to do this. All you really want to do is try and move the ball on offense and then play solid defense and then continue progressing through these games. These are really, really easy games. You don't need to be thinking that hard when you're playing. My real recommendation to you is probably to select players on offense in these rounds, but otherwise, we'll select our team and get into a game. So we absolutely loaded up on offense. We have two double me's, and we're going to be running the offense that I usually like to go with. My favorite play in KO is probably this play deep corner, but to be honest, you guys can really run whatever you want. Looks like we're getting a cover 3 look from our opponent right here. Fairly clear that that's going to be the case, and sometimes if I have the opportunity, I'll just throw it up with a double me, but if not, we're just going to run this play and make our reads as we would when we're regularly playing Madden, really easily hitting DeAndre Hopkins on the sideline, and that man really could not keep his feet in bounds. Come on, buddy. So yeah, no real specific strategy you guys need to follow when you're playing this. Just try and move the ball. You're going to get about 75 yards on offense if you end up scoring a touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a nice catch down to the 44, 25 yards just like that. And when you're playing this, if you end up going into overtime or the tug of war, that's another way to pick up some more yardage. Now, I don't really recommend you guys try and go to overtime and like lose on purpose or anything like that, but if you end up going to overtime, it's not going to be the worst situation in the world. As you guys can see so far, in about 30 seconds, we have almost 100 yards or about 75 yards racked up after we score this TD. I'll show you guys what I do on defense, but to be honest with you, just do whatever you really want. You guys can run whatever plays you'd like. We're going to hit square right there, and Tyreek Hill is getting intercepted. So we'll lose this game. I'm going to probably lose this game on purpose, but again, we pick up like 75 yards almost. We'll get into another game, and we'll pick up some more yardage there. Also, boys, when I get up on this microphone, yeah, you can hear that bass in my voice. Let's go. Yeah. So getting into game number 2, there's actually two things that I want to talk about in this one. The first one is maybe if you guys start with the ball on offense and score a touchdown, you could potentially just quit out of the game and then get into a new game and just play offense. Don't worry about the defense. Don't worry about the getting into your next game, finding other challenging opponents. What you could technically maybe do is just score a touchdown on offense and then quit out of the game. That could be a solid strategy, but I also want to show you guys what I usually like to run on defense, because there's actually one like super glitchy thing that I do on defense, which just works so effectively every single time I do it. As you guys will see in the background right here, we're going to try and dot up our opponent as best as we possibly can. I'm going to maybe look to go to something like stick and nod right here. We're just going to test out some random plays. But what I want to talk about is on defense. What I'd recommend you guys do if you're planning on playing defense is you should select a double me, or sorry, you should select an unstoppable force at either pass rusher position. And essentially what you can do is you can just spam that unstoppable force and you can use it with him. We're going to throw it up to Travis Kelce, double me be potentially in effect, and we throw a pick. Well, on the topic of defense, here's what we do. We use it with our unstoppable force. I'm holding the right trigger and the left stick down right here, and we're just gonna run by any offensive lineman and get to the quarterback super easily. Now I'm gonna quit out of this game because I don't really want to play defense. I'm scoring a touchdown, and then we're gonna open some packs at the end of the video. Actually, screw that. I'm assuming you guys don't want to watch me play the rest of these games. I'll do the rest of these games off camera. We'll get ourselves that Saquon Barkley, and then we're gonna be able to quick sell that card for 12k training. Really easy free training. As you guys can see, I'm over a third of the way there. Didn't get very much progress in the video because I kind of screwed up a couple of passes, but let's rip some packs and talk about the power up expansion. Now with the power up expansion, boys, the Shane Leckler card is just way too expensive right now. I would personally recommend you guys wait a couple of days, let the market settle, and then potentially get the Shane Leckler card. As you can see, his power up selling for 77k. That was actually like 130k earlier in the day. Let's say that price goes down to like 30 or 40k. I think that's a fair price to pay for the card. And then when it comes to the higher overall player, which is going to be the 94, I would recommend you guys really try and find that power up pass. I hope you have it written down, or maybe you can check some of the players you have powered up, because all the other 94s in this game that are going into power ups are not going to be selling for as much as this card at 318k. So try and find that power up pass. If you have the power up pass already, then just use it on this card right here, because we do not want to buy this player. Now another card that was solid, I'll put up some of the players on the screen right now, but another card that stood out to me is going to be Dante Jackson, guys. Dante Jackson, I think he got it was a limited time blitz card. I could be wrong, but I believe it was a limited time blitz card. It was, and this card played well for a 90 overall. I think he was one of the fastest corners in the game when he came out, and the 99 overall actually has some good stats. Now the power up's only costing you 3k. His other cards that go into this are not costing you really anything at all, so you can get yourself a 99 overall Dante Jackson to maybe play at a depth spot at like cornerback 3, or if you're a lower overall, you can start him, and he actually has some solid stats, and the card is really not going to cost you that much because all you need is some training and then these prior cards to go into him. So yeah, you guys definitely are going to want to be claiming those free training points in today's video. We'll open up a couple of training variety packs at the end of this. If you guys wanted to, I mean, you could use your free training on these packs right here and see if you get anything lucky. As you guys know, we are yet to pull a golden ticket this year, which is a damn shame. The fact that EA hasn't given me the GT, it's a little disappointing, but hey, maybe with this new microphone, first video with the new mic setup, can we get lucky with that? Also, let me know what you guys think about the Julio Jones trade down below in the comment section. I think it's crazy how little like superstar players go for in the NFL at certain positions that are a little bit older than players in like other sports. Like compare that to basketball. Basketball players are out here getting traded for like 6 first-round picks for a player that's like solid, and then Julio Jones, who's like a top 5 receiver in the NFL, is going for almost nothing. DeAndre Hopkins going for almost nothing. It seems like skill position players for some reason get undervalued in trades. Like defensive tackle, corner, offensive line, those positions seem to go for a lot more in trades. Maybe just an observation, but let me know what you guys think of that trade down below in the comment section. No real good pulls in this one. We're gonna go through until we have 0 training remaining, so probably like 2 or 3 packs to open up here at the end of the video. Just absolutely pissing away my training points. Not a good thing to do if you guys are trying to be smart in Madden, but we're not trying to be smart right here. We're trying to have some fun. We're trying to rip these packs and see if we can get anything good. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, boys. Looking like we're not gonna do all that much in this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and until then, I am out. Peace. So,